Hey, good morning, world. Thank you for tuning in to Impressive Divinity 888. You already know I am here to bring you your guided motivational message. Just want to get you through the day. I know I can't sing, but I'll be trying to hit that note. But I'm here to bring y'all a guided motivational message. Just want to get you through the day, the week, the month, the year. Let's get you back on track. All right. All right. So I want to thank you for tuning in to my channel. I am thankful and grateful for all of your likes, your shares, subscribes, as well as those positive vibes. I know how I feel about those positive vibes. All right. But with that being said, let's jump right into your reading. And actually, let's jump to your quote of the day. And then we'll jump into your reading. All right. Every accomplishment begins with a decision to try. And this was written by Edward T. Kelly. So, do you believe that every accomplishment begins, try and bling her out, every accomplishment begins with a decision to try? Let me know in the comments if you think, but I do. I think every accomplishment begins with a decision to try because if it weren't for you trying, you would have not been able to accomplish that something, right? I'm just saying everything you do has to do with you at least willing and wanting to try, right? If you want to go for a walk or just say take your dog for a walk, you have to be wanting and willing to take your dog for a walk, right? I'm just saying if you want to go out here and exercise, you have to be wanting and willing to go out here and exercise, right? Right. So every accomplishment begins with a decision to try. Be sure to keep this quote in mind as you do progress to the rest of the week, the rest of the month, rest of the year, rest of your life. All right. Every accomplishment begins with a decision to try. All right. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into this reading and let's see what your overall energy is. All right. First card to flip out here is farmer. All right, cultivation, harvest, as well as land. So, what are you building? What are you creating? What seeds are you planting? What is somebody else planting? What do we need to know about this farmer card here? Genius. All right. This is like the third reading in a row Genius came out. So somebody is on top of their game. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let's get something else here with Farmer and Genius. You got Influencer. You got Madman. And then you also got Revolutionist. I didn't even see this musician on the bottom. Look at those four that all came out. Can you see them? Hey, we gonna try. I'm just saying. All right. So you definitely have a very exceptional ability to connect with other people. All right. Um, you got Madman, Revolutionist, and then you also have Musician. So it's some type of passion of yours, or um, I don't know, maybe you're an embracer. So it's almost like it's almost like you embrace the thrill of something. And maybe it's being a revolutionist, maybe it's standing up for what you believe in. And it has something to do with music. So maybe you're a music artist that maybe you create music that that's almost like power for the people, or like, you know what I mean? Like you stand up for the people, or I don't know, whatever it is, it's something that it's it's soulful, it's powerful. I think that's what it is. I just think you embrace being a revolutionist. You embrace standing up for other people. And maybe it's the type of music that you listen to. Or like I said, maybe you're a musician. It's one or the other. It has something to do with music. All right. Music soothes the soul. All right. I always say that music soothes the soul at the end of the day. But every song also has a very important message in it. So maybe you're somebody that sees that message. You could be a revolutionist. But I don't know. I'm getting the vibes that you create music. You are a musician. You like to write. You like to compose. You could even be a producer, an engineer. You do something with music. And I feel like whatever it is, it can change the world. Or I know how that may sound, but I'm just saying we have a lot of different music out here right now. All right. So it's like something that you do is different than other people, and you have a very exceptional ability to do so. And it could just be maybe connecting people together. And maybe it's telling you to embrace that side of yourself. You could be a revolutionist, maybe you're somebody that wants to go down here and, be marching with the people, power to the people. You know what I mean? But maybe that's something, I don't know, you never did before, but maybe you're planting your seeds to do that. You get what I mean? Like we only got it in a few different ways. Bottom of the deck here, you got bartender. All right. So you definitely have to, I don't know, maybe it's something that you thought about. Maybe it's something that, I don't know, you had a conversation with somebody about. You could have just had a thought, past your mind. I don't know. But I do know there is something more that comes with you. I don't. It's almost like you stand up for other people. All right. For revolutionists here, you got um champion of transformation, freedom fighter, pursuer of welfare as well as justice. So it's like you stand up for what you believe in. You go after what you believe in. You embrace, I don't want to say you embrace chaos, but it's like you're able to turn chaos and frenzy and all types of things like that into something beautiful. All right. I mean, and it could have something to do with you turning it beautifully into music. You see those? All right. But I don't know. There's something you embrace. I don't know. Or it's just maybe you have the influence to be able to take people out of a frenzy energy to more of a chilled energy or transformative energy, or maybe you're transforming, or it could be maybe you're an influencer that's transforming into a musician. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, like let's just say you're like a motivational speaker, right? But maybe you realize that you have a knack for music, so maybe you've been thinking about learning a way to combine both of those together, to still be a motivational speaker, but at the same time, still be able to put that motivation into your music or into your beat or into the music that you listen to. I kind of think it's somebody, I mean, it could be that, I don't know, you just listen to different music. All right, maybe it's telling you to switch up the type of music you listen to. Maybe you listen to a lot of horrorcore. Maybe it's telling you to listen to a little bit more inspirational. I mean, y'all hear my background music. I got that jazz hip hop going on. I don't know. It could be telling you to listen to different things, or but I don't know. Like I said, I just think it's that, I don't know, maybe you're coming from like a motivational speaker or somebody that's just really good with their words, and it's like you want to help people, you want to change people, you want to elevate people. You want people to be able to stand up for what they believe in. You want people to be able to transform into the person that they want to be, not who other people think that they want to be. And maybe that's something that you have done through online influence, or you know what I mean, just influencing people. But I think now maybe it's time to take it up a notch and learn how you can bring that same energy into your music or whatever it is your craft is. I think that it's music, and whether you're not a musician or an artist, you can be an engineer, producer. You can have anything to do. Maybe you even like to just play the violin. I'm just saying, it has something to do with the music that you create. I feel like that's who I'm connecting with today. But if it's not, just take it as whatever craft it is. All right. But let's go and get something here with Farmer. All right. You got place of remnants, nostalgia memories, sentimental childhood, as well as reflection. So I don't know, something had to happen. Or maybe, like I said, if this is a music career, maybe since you were younger, you always wanted to be some type of artist. All right. But it's somehow you got put into the position of being more of a motivational speaker, or somebody, we'll just say somebody that does like tarot cards or something like that. But it's like now that, you see how powerful you are when it comes to helping other people. Now you want to get back into the things that you love, which could be music. You got cinema. So it's like you're meant to be seen. All right. You're meant to be felt. You should be seen. Or maybe you're seeing your gifts from a different angle. I think, like I said, that's what it is. I just think you're seeing things differently. Or maybe you want to be able to do the both. For influence, you got garden. Yeah, so it's like you planted seeds when it came to your online influence. So maybe now you have a nice following, you have supporters, all right? And now it's like you want to be able to embrace something new or be able to challenge yourself in a new way. All right? You got factory, and it's like everything's beginning to come together, or you have to assemble something. All right, you're manufacturing your dreams behind the scene, or I don't know, it's like you're learning to assemble you being a motivational speaker, as well as you still being able to, I don't know, do your music craft, or for you to be able to be on your journey, or if this is a part of your journey. I think it is, only because I think that you embrace things that other people are not able to embrace. Like you can embrace hatred and you can turn it into something beautiful, or you can embrace someone feeling unruly or angry and you can change it into something revolutionary. You get what I mean? I don't know. I just think that whoever you are, you have the ability to be able to change things. I don't want to say change the world because it is possible though. Each and every one of us have an opportunity or ability to be able to change the world. But I just think that that is your journey. Let's just hold these two up. This is your journey to be some type of revolutionist. All right. This is your journey. All right. And maybe right now you're doing it. Let's just say you're doing it through YouTube. You're motivating people through YouTube. And now it's time for you to motivate people through your music. All right. Look at that. Windswept region. It has something to do with your path. It's blowing you in a different direction. Beauty salon popped right out. Yes, that is the excuse me. That is the beauty of it. Let me sip my tea. All right. So for musician, like I said, you got beauty salon. All right. Musician was composer of harmony, creation, passion, soulful sound, as well as celebration. And then for beauty salon, you have hairstyling, makeup artistry, relaxing spa services, grooming, and styling. So whatever it is, you're going to make people feel beautiful. You're going to make people feel felt. I know that doesn't sound right, but you're going to make people, I don't want to say fall in love with themselves, but you're going to make people, I don't know, love who they see, love themselves, have more self love for themselves. Bottom of the deck, luxury boutique. You're going to make people feel like they are that hidden gem, or you're going to remind people that they are that luxurious, special gem. All right. They're precious. And it's all through your words. All right. I don't think it's like you're not saying things. Bottom of this deck is brave. You were brave, but I don't think you're just saying things just to say them. You know what I mean? Because you just want to say them. I think whatever you tell people, you're really telling them because they need to hear it, or it's something that, I don't know, they needed to hear, but other people just been telling them what they want to hear. I put out a session like that the other day. But I think in your case, you're not afraid to bite your tongue. You're not afraid to tell people what it is. You're not afraid to, have people learn different ways that they can create a new version of themselves, or ways that they can become a revolutionist, or just ways that they can just live life outside of the box. All right, because maybe that's something that you had to learn to do. Maybe you had to learn to live life outside of the box. All right, you had a choice whether to stay inside that box and have life keep going the way it was going, or to switch things up. And I feel like, that was a choice you made. Or maybe that's what it is right now. Maybe you're into the choice of, um, you know, being continue to be this motivational speaker, or to become this musician. All right. But I think in order for you to get in there, there's something that you have to let go of. Maybe it's just you feeling like you have to do one or the other. Who's to say you can't do both? All right. Patience and open up. All right. So yeah, it's like, who's to say that you can't do both? You know? But I feel like by you being whatever online influence this was, that opened you up. All right, maybe let's just say you wanted to be a musician, but maybe you didn't know how to get there. But you do know that you have, an exceptional ability. You have a way with your words. All right. So it's like you didn't intentionally become an influencer. It was just something that you started, and you got a lot more feedback, and support than you thought you would have. So that caused you to open up, but that also caused you to have patience, because you had to understand what you were dealing with. You had to understand who you were becoming, you know, and maybe at first you could have been coming off like a madman, you know what I mean? Like, oh my goodness, you're here, you're there. You weren't content, but you learned to embrace that part of yourself. All right. You learn to embrace, okay, I'm really good with my words. I'm really good at influencing people. I'm really good at lifting people up. I'm really good speaking up. You get what I mean? Like, you're really good at something, and you had to see that. Or it could have been that somebody else pointed that out to you, but I don't see where anybody else would have. I kind of think that that was just something that you learned, or something that you seen. So now I think it's like you have a choice, or you think that you have to make a choice between the two. And I kind of think, why can't you just do both? I mean, I know some things are easier said than done. I get that. But also at the end of the day, you know, um, life's too short. We only have one life to live. All right. So you got Detached that came out here with Madman. And I don't know, maybe there was something that you were attached to, and it could have been your feelings. Maybe you learned to not be so attached to your feelings when it came to influencing people, or when it comes to standing up for what you believe in. It's almost like, I don't want to say you become emotionalist, but it's like, I don't know, you've learned to not wear your feelings on your shoulder, or not to wear your emotions on your shoulder. All right. And that could have had you coming out looking like a madman or just looking like somebody that was just, unruly. But in actuality, it was just because, or maybe that's what it was. Maybe you used to wear your emotions on your sleeve and you seen that, you know what I mean? You seen the effects that that had. So that's when you realized that you had to detach from that. And maybe that's when you learned that you can no longer wear your emotions on your sleeve. And maybe that's what you're transforming, or that's what you're trying to teach other people. All right. But if it's not you teaching other people, I really just think that it's you transform. You know what I mean? Or you are transforming, or you're going to continue to transform. But don't feel like you have to, you know, choose one or the other. Like, oh, I have to either be a motivational reader or motivational content creator, or I have to be a musician. Do both. Motivate people in your music. Look at that. Create came out. Jump in came out. Okay, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. All right. It is telling you to jump in and be creative. It's time. All right. It is time. No more small talk. That's why that small talk came out here. No more small talk. It's all about that action. All right. It's all about you giving yourself that opportunity. All right, because maybe you haven't. I don't know. Maybe you haven't. You haven't given yourself that opportunity, and now it's time for you. All right. But like I said, I don't know. You could have had some type of choice or decision that you made, but I really think the choice had to do with you feeling as if you couldn't do both. You couldn't juggle both. And if that's not it, let's just break it down. Another example. Let's say you have a side business that you want to do. Let's say you make T-shirts. All right. But let's say you also got two jobs that you work. You work a morning shift, you work a night shift. You have responsibilities in between. You have a lot of things that you have to do, but you got orders coming in for people that want t-shirts, and it's like you want to be able to, market your business and, have your business in um have your business be talked about in a positive way rather than a negative way. So it's like you have to find out time that you can actually even be able to make these t-shirts. You get what I mean? So it's like one of those things where it's like you have to learn to juggle the things that life throws at you, because that's what's going to help you build yourself up or become even stronger. All right. Your message is find ways to fill your cup, be self full, follow your heart, and always trust your intuition. Go deep within, find your triggers, and address them one by one. Self healing is the best healing. Only then can you offer the best version of yourself. All right. So if you have not healed yet, that's what you need to do. And maybe that's what your choice is. Maybe that's why your reading came out. I don't know, because maybe there's something that you didn't fully heal within yourself. All right. And maybe it's coming out in a different way. Or it could be that, I don't know, there's just certain triggers or certain things that trigger you and make you feel like you have to go back or you have to make a choice of one or the other, and you have to teach yourself that, you know, what's meant to be in your life or what's meant to happen, whatever direction you're meant to go in, you're going to go in that direction, whether you make the choice or not, because you didn't already planted seeds, you didn't already got things growing, you have supporters, you have people. So it's like you can't give up, you can't go back, all you can do is level up. All right. Bottom of the deck here, count all of your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that has yet to come into it. Your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? And it is a wonderful thought just to know that your best days are still ahead of you. All right. Count those blessings. Sometimes we can look at a small blessing as, oh, that's just a blessing. It's a blessing. Do you hear what you said? It's a blessing. All right. What was your quote of the day? Every accomplishment begins with a decision to try. So I think at some point in your life, you realize that you have to try something new. You have to try something different, because whatever you had going on, whatever you got going on, it's not working. All right. And clearly, whoever I'm speaking with today, all right, you are really good with your words, or people are just really drawn to you by your energy. All right. And maybe you're just somebody that you motivate people to want to do better. All right. So I think if you add your music or whatever, this musician, whatever you're passionate about, whatever that is, if you're able to add that into it, I think it would just be blown out the water. I'm just saying, because one another example, let's say you're a motivational speaker, but you're creative about making t-shirts. We'll say this t-shirts again, right? So you're creative about making those t-shirts. Who's to say you can't still be a motivational speaker that makes motivational t-shirts? You get what I mean? Like, you can do more than one thing at the same time. I mean, make sure, it's together, but you're able to do more than one thing. Don't just subject yourself to just one department or one area. All right, be versatile. That's what I feel like it's telling you. Be versatile. All right. All right. So that is your motivational message for the day. If you are feeling the vibes, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you can always be notified of those future episodes. Also, be sure to tune back in here with me tomorrow morning to get your daily dose of motivation. All right. In the meantime, in between time, keep doing what you're doing, baby. All right. Clearly, it's working. Even if it doesn't seem like it's working, even if you feel like, even if it seems like things aren't moving, I'm showing you the energy here on the board. Something is working. You just have to keep putting in the work. You can't get to a certain point and be like, all right, I'm giving up. Or, all right, I want to try something different. Or, I'm going to do something new. Whatever you're working on right now, this is what's meant for you. All right. I'm not saying don't, try new things, but try not to overload yourself neither. All right. Try to at least get one thing started, get a hang of it, you know, be advanced in whatever that is, and then move on to the next thing. All right. But don't overload yourself because maybe that's what can get your mind all boggled. All right. All right. But be sure to have an awesome day, and I will be sure to motivate you later.